Hi folks, well we got a little bit of a mystery on today. Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper was a bit of a mystery. Never been solved, well never been solved as far as we know. Has anyone ever kept the results back and secret so the mystery is not a mystery anymore? We don't know. Will we find out one day? Possibility. Anyway, Jack the Ripper, the case book. And here it is. This is, it's got two reasons, the case book really. One, it is the case book of Jack the Ripper. Two, it's like a case. Lift this bit up and you have a book. There's an old photograph of Victorian London, and if I don't sort of get too much into it, as you go through it there's lots of different sections looking at the different people, the different women that were murdered. Like here there's a section on it, Elizabeth Stride and Mary Kelly, and the Jack the Ripper letters. If I show you this one, shows you letters that were supposedly written by Jack the Ripper when he was taunting the police. Did Jack the Ripper show medical knowledge? And there's information on that. There's all different sorts of information, but what is really interesting about this book, if I try and get the first one, it could be a little bit further up here. Every now and then there's this little, on the back of one of the pages, well no, not really, there's a little folder, and in the folder there's different artifacts from that time that someone's got hold of, obviously the author, and had them photocopied and everything and placed into the book. So to give you an idea, this first one, there is documents from the let's put my golf glasses on, Metropolitan Police. So it's so many pages of unwritten material from Metropolitan Police. There's two, and there is also a smaller one. They haven't gone into great detail with these, which I will at some later time. If we go a bit further, I think this is the next one, and we look in this one, we have got, again, if you look, it's handwritten, City of London Police, this is written. It's a report. I don't know who by. It's got a name on the bottom there. Again, there's this, which, if we look at the bottom on the back of the page, yours truly, Jack the Ripper. So this is a copy of Jack the Ripper's note to the police. And again, more confidential information, says confidential on the top there. I don't know if I'll miss a page going through this lot, but if we look at this one, here there's a postcard with blood on it, and Central Jews Office, London City. So this was sent to the Jews Office because they were brought into it somehow. And on the bottom there again it says Jack the Ripper. And if I wasn't going to make this last forever, I would read some of these out to you. Jack the Ripper. A little note here, and that's the front of the note. Back's nothing on it. There, and that's inside it. And again, yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Now, you can't, I would hazard a guess, with that and that inside and everything, look for this sort of looking person, which could be to throw you off the scent. Could it be very much like today where people, situation happens and then people start sending emails in and all sorts and admitting to it and goodness knows what, and then the police have to try and figure it all out. Was a bit of that going on at the time? Was the real one sending stuff in that was sort of trying to edge him off him a little bit? If he was a well-to-do person, would that sort of suggest, hey, you're looking for somebody like this? Again, more police information. Then we come to this bit, which I think might be the last bit. But it's all blooming interesting stuff, and it's done in such a way that it really does look and feel like the original. And in here we actually have, if we undo it, a copy of the New York Herald. Now again, I haven't read that, so it must be reported in the New York Herald. Whether or not this is when they suspected an American that was over in the UK, and as far as some accounts of it, it's a flipping good suspect actually. The police news. So there's a page of the police news. Again, more information being sent in, more information, and lastly, police notice to the occupier. So where was it? This must have been a notice that was put on doors or something in the area. It's talking about a date, women were murdered, Whitechapel. So it's probably to warn people to be aware. So that's I think that would have onto doors and whatever. So yeah, I think that's, I'm going to have to put all them in the folders again later. But yeah, that's all the information in there. If I had time and showed you the pages, you'd see just how detailed it is and what information it's giving. And it's giving you these copies of confidential police files and letters that were sent in by supposedly Jack the Ripper and whatever. Lots of accounts on TV of who it might have been, and I would hazard a guess that one of them is right. And I remember one particular one which was done by an ex officer, police officer that worked in the department searching for murderers and that sort of thing. So he used all the modern technology and skills and what they have actually got in the police files, and he did come up with a person. And if I I don't want to point fingers or anything, but if I remember correctly, I believe he's the one that come up with the American that seemed to be there and then wasn't there. But who knows? I'm sure we have come up with the right one, but still to this day, I imagine not enough evidence to convict, and I think the statute of limitation has probably run out by now. So I doubt very much if it would ever go to court. So folks, that's it. Jack the Ripper, the case book for £2. Can't get much better than that, can you? Catch you later.